Kristin Kamato here. Wanted to come on and share with you the card that I made for Craft Roulette episode 294. That's right, it's another Craft Roulette card. If you don't know about Craft Roulette, and I'm sure many of you do, but if you don't, ask questions. Check out this website. Better yet, check out this one that I'm going to link for you in the description, and I'll flash up here on the screen too. It's a cute little message from me, so you can learn about Craft Roulette as well. But it's a fun, original card making, paper crafting game show, which gives you some parameters. Shout out to Mr. Wheel. And you get to make a card. You can submit it and even try to win some prizes. That's right, prizes. Now, this card I have already made, so I'm just going to be talking about my process with it. I don't know if it's Thanksgiving week, and we all have little stresses that come up for that week. B-Motto's off of school. Actually, that was the thing that was probably the less stressful for this week so far. But, you know, making sure timelines for foods are okay, family. And, you know, I've been feeling a little weird the last couple days, so I'm really hoping that I'm not going to come down with anything, but like my arm has been kind of achy the last couple days. I probably just slept wrong. So I just quickly kind of made this card. But enough about me. Let's get back to the craft. So this week's card, parameters were A2. Oh, perfect. That's my standard size card. Got this. Holiday colors. Oh, geez, that's easy. All right, come on, Mr. Wheel, challenge. Well, then he said, for the element from the mountains. All right, challenge accepted, Mr. Wheel. I got you. I live in Colorado, so about anything I do will just about be from the mountains. So, ha. And fancy paper. Oh, come on. Mr. Wheel must have known that so many of us here in the U.S., will possibly be dealing with Thanksgiving activities and food, so, you know, he made it stress-free from us as a way to say thank you, I believe. Yeah, we're going to go with that. So, my wonderful, and I'm going to call her my new friend, Jill Pounds, that's right, the Jill Pounds, made a wonderful Craft Roulette card that I just absolutely loved. Here's a picture of her card for episode 294. I loved it so much, I'm going to case it. That's what I did. I cased Jill's card for my entry. So I thought, well, shoot, how could I do it? I wasn't sure how she did the trees on her card, but I love it. So I made my own take, not even anywhere close to hers. But I think you will recognize at least the tree shape. And I thought, gosh, what can I do? I used fancy paper, of course, but I also made some fancy paper. I pulled out my wonderful distress crayons. These are the pearlescent ones that were the holiday theme, so get them while you can because they're not making more. I used fresh balsam, which was this green kind of color. I used winter frost, and going to what came out during the Halloween time, I went with this light gray, kind of bluish color, almost silvery, and it is called Phantom Mist. I thought the three of those worked very well together, and this is about the color palette that I stuck with, along with some brown undertone and white. Well, my holiday colors that I was going with were Boy's Birthday, especially B-Motto. I'm pretty sure I've made him and his friends some cards in this color scheme, so if you count birthday as holiday, check. These also make great Christmas cards, check, or Hanukkah, check, or general winter type theme cards. Maybe you celebrate the winter solstice, check on that. So we got that going. Oh, did I mention trees? Yes, trees also come from the mountain, along with some snow. So take a look-see for that. Now, I started, this is packing material. Ooh, let me get rid of that now. Cut some tree shapes out of that and colored them with my distress crayon. Spritzed a little water and then rubbed it around just to make sure I got out the coloring lines, but had a little more solid of a look. Well, that stuff was pretty flimsy, so I backed it with some craft cardstock that was in my stash. It's not my favorite craft cardstock, so I found an opportunity to be able to use it, but it not necessarily be seen. So that was pretty fun. I had some dies. So my sentiment says Winter Wonder. Now, on the card, you will see I flipped it. I did blue letters with a white backing. But I did keep those because, hey, you never know what was going to go on the card or not. These dies and this hill die that I used are from the Stamps of Life. Currently, Winter Wonder is not yet released on the website. It will be in the future, I am sure. It came in a card kit, and Stephanie over there just hasn't gotten back to put it into regular rotation, but she will at some point, I am sure she usually does. These are some Snow Hill dies, and they are available separate on the Stamps of Life website, so I'll put a link in the description in the event you are curious. And for my corners of my card, I went with the stub side of it. It almost does like that ticket shape. And I thought to also add in for the holiday, especially Christmas and winter, ticket shapes are good, especially if you like the Polar Express movie. Not a huge fan myself, but the ticket shape was kind of cute, so I'm going with that. And shout out to Sue, whoever Sue is. Yay, thank you. I picked up this embossing folder. It's just a 2D one. It's an old one from Quick Cuts way back in the day, I'm sure. So thank you, Sue. I picked that up for a couple bucks at my local crafty resale store over the summer or earlier this year, I believe. And now I got the chance to use it. And then from this set, there were some stars. They had some dies for the stars that had matched this set, so I used the dies to put some star toppers, and then some nice little diamond dots in some circles, and they kind of have that iridescent feel, which reminds me of Northern Lights. And here is the wonderful card inspired by my Craft Roulette friend, Jill Pounds. This is my tick. And I hope you like. Let me know if you have any questions. But yes, I did do the stub on all four corners and on this matte layer of this blue. Oh, this blue, you say? Yes, it's quite pretty. This is what I'm using for my fancy paper. It's poster board. So not super thick, a little bendy, but sure does pack quite a nice little matte finish punch. And so I like that. So it's poster board. So if I didn't gut the middle, I wouldn't feel so bad. But I did, because I cut out the words. And I thought, well, you know, no one's going to really see it. Our little secret. Winter Wonder. And there's that embossing folder. Thanks again, Sue. And my trees that I did with the crayons. I had a little bit left over when I did each one. And so the background I just kind of dipped in with that little bit that I had left on my mat. And that's how come they got just a smidgen of color on the snowflakes. I thought that added a very fun effect. Snow Hill. And I do like how the shininess of the trees, it's not a super shine, but it's a little bit more shine than the blue poster board. And the shine that's on these little kind of matte finish gold stars. This came from one little tiny scrap I'd managed to save. So apparently that is why I saved it. It knew I needed it for Craft Roulette episode 294. And of course the little white jimmies. So I think, don't tell Jill. Maybe tell Jill, because I'm going to announce it here. I'm going to send this card to her as a thank you. And maybe a Christmas card. So, shh. But Jill, if you're watching, hey, keep a lookout for it in your mailbox. So again, A2 card, or at least A2, check. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Holiday colors, oh yeah, check. From the mountains, snow, trees, and we also get paper from trees, so check. And fancy paper. It's not quite the highfalutin paper, but it's fancy. So I made my own, as well as using some very shiny poster board for a very nice metallic look. Check. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for listening to my detailed description of my card. If you have any questions about the products that I used or a specific parameter that I did for the week, or even if you just want to say hi, do let me know in the comments below. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving week for those that are celebrating this week, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm also very thankful for each and every one of you that have come by, subscribed, liked, left comments, or even just watched the video. Thank you again. I appreciate you all. And until the next one, bye!